Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to BarnoLife. Another vlog coming right at you for this one. Match day again on a bank holiday weekend in the middle of August. I mean, the weather is absolutely glorious for it. What a day to go watch a football match on a Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Who am I going to go watch today? We're back up again at Plymouth Argyle at home park, who I vlogged the other week, who had a 3-1 loss against Barnsley. Who are they playing? They're playing Blackpool FC today, who I watched Exeter play the other week, and Blackpool took a 4-1 loss. Blackpool are currently sitting 18th in the league at the minute. As for Plymouth Argyle, flat bottom in 24th position. Both teams need to get some points today because they're now 5 game weeks in out of a 46 game season, and eventually these other teams are going to just start pulling away in a minute. Apart from that, let's get to Plymouth, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the recent news with transfers and results with both sides that we're watching today. Bosh, back in the city of Plymouth. Weather is outstanding up here as well, which is great. We're going to go grab a Starbucks because, you know, best pre-match drink is the business is an iced latte for me. Large one, obviously, but I'm going to get an iced latte, get me going, get down to home park in the next hour or so, but then talk a little bit about the transfer business that Plymouth have done very, very recently. So if you haven't kept up with Plymouth Argyle, they're currently flat bottom of League One at the minute. 4 games, 4 losses. It's not looking good so far. They lost midweek to Leyton Orient, and at this point I think the fans have had enough and have started asking where's the money gone towards the board and chairman. This is due to the fact that Plymouth made £8 million in transfer profit and have barely spent any of it in reinvesting into the squad so they can get out of League One and back into the Championship. Until this week, the fans seem a little bit happier again because they've just paid £1.2 million for a proper number 9 striker in Laurent Tallage, who comes over from Port Vale. He's a decent striker. He had 23 goals and assists in League 2 last season with Port Vale. So hopefully this could be the talisman and the proper number 9 Plymouth need to get out of this relegation scrap that they're in at the minute. Also, they have signed Matthias Ross, a Danish centre-back. He comes from Sparta Prague and actually played in the Champions League last season. He comes in on a permanent deal. Hopefully Plymouth reinvesting a little bit into the squad will actually bolster them and get them up the table a little bit over the season though. As for Blackpool FC, I've seen a lot of people if and ahhing about Steve Bruce. Is he the man to get him out of League One, back into the Championship? As I said before, a lot of pundits have put Blackpool as dark horses to get out of League One and even win League One this season. But at the minute, that's not looking very likely when you're sitting 18th and have 1 win under your belt at the minute. So both teams today could really do with a win or getting some form of points on the board either side. Also as well, if you play FPL, this is my team for this week. If you do FPL, I've captained Yoker. I've gone a bit bold with that. But I didn't use my transfer. Frimpong is currently injured, so I've subbed Ranildo in from Sunderland. He'll just cover for Frimpong while he's injured. I'm going to save my transfer until next week, I think. Get a couple different players in, I think, at some point. But do let me know if your FPL game week has gone good or bad in the comment section below. 3 p.m. on Saturday doesn't get much better than that. Home park, in the sun, bank holiday weekend, just taking the atmosphere today. There you have it, first half kick-off and we're on the way. Can Plymouth Argyle finally get their first win of the season? Early corner from Plymouth, a good way to start in the first 2 minutes. Open net, should have been 1-0 and Tallage has buried it wide. Plymouth defensively in the first half just did everything they needed to do, really. Good save from the goalkeeper there, pretty simple save, but you know, collect the ball nice and early. And here with Blackpool coming through on goal again, first big chance of the first half for them, but I mean the centre-backs just had it all covered really. I mean, Blackpool's quality going forward wasn't great. I mean, look at that shot, way off of target, over the bar. And also here, how that has not gone in, I do not know. I mean, the Plymouth fans Giving him a lot of stick, and I think I was as well, because I don't know how he's got that so wrong, number 18 for Blackpool. Big save from the Plymouth keeper, really good stop, and then Blackpool tried a little trick here, went straight for goal with a set piece instead of whipping the ball in, but collected comfortably by Ashton Homan. Then pretty much went into half-time here, 0-0, deadlock was not broken. Both teams have some great chances, let's see what the second half brings. In the midfield aspect battle of this game, I think Plymouth were way on top, way better in the midfield, controlling it a lot more. First yellow, that's a tactical foul, he has no reason to complain there. Then there was absolute state of confusion because the ball's gone in the net for 2-0 and then the referee has blown it back and pulled it back for a foul. It was a Plymouth free kick towards the edge of the box. Made absolute no sense and a bit of awful refereeing again from the referee. I don't understand why the goal's not been given there. Another yellow card handed out for Bradley Ibrahim, who's got 4 yellow cards already in 5 games. The guy has already won off a suspension, which is kind of crazy. So this was like the closest Blackpool got in the second half. They didn't even make many chances. The second half, I think they had 2 shots that were both off of target. They just had a really poor second half and just couldn't even get into the game. Even after they put their substitutes on, Blackpool were just really poor. I mean, Plymouth were just the most dominant side. Look at the link-up play here from the winger Antalage, who nearly had the goal for 2-0, almost just wide from the new number 9 for Plymouth. Yes, plus 8 minutes added on. Plymouth fans were very nervous at this point due to the scoreline being 1-0, but then Plymouth went for the time-wasting tactics. Ball in the corner flag, hold on to it for as long as you can. Referee then blew a foul for Blackpool and fans were a bit furious. There you have it, Plymouth finally get their first 3 points of the season. Bosh, there you have it. Plymouth finally get their first win of the season. Only a narrow 1-0, but 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. The man of the match for me was Alexander Mitchell, the centre-back, who's on loan from Charlton for Plymouth Argyle. Absolutely cleared any danger yesterday, won every aerial duel, ground duel. He was absolutely phenomenal. Ashby Hammond, the goalkeeper, he commanded his area very, very well. Kept a clean sheet as well, so that's good for him, good for confidence. As for Talage, the new striker that they've signed, he was an absolute menace and a threat yesterday. The goals will come very, very soon, I'm sure. As for Plymouth fans, they'll be happy with that. A win's a win. They just need to build on this momentum now with cleverly pushing the players to do more and more and more each week. As for Blackpool FC, another loss. A lot of mixed feelings about yesterday's performance. Not many away fans either. I don't think they're very happy with how the club's performing at the minute. They just never really got a foothold into the game. Blackpool didn't even create many chances, didn't even get many shots at goal either. So it was a very poor performance from Blackpool yesterday. I'm sure there'll be mixed opinions on Blackpool fans, whether they want Steve Bruce to stay or they want him to go. I know it's only 5 game weeks in, but is there a possible better manager that Blackpool could get in? Potentially. Who knows with League One. Apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Like, comment, subscribe. Any engagement always means a lot on the YouTube channel. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. I'll see you on another vlog another time.